Well, we're trying to get to this other trap. I mean, and as you can see, it's like a single lane road, mud bog. I mean, just South Georgia sometimes could use some upgrades on their road system. Anyway, so we bouncing and bogging, trying to get over here to this other trap. So we're at this other trap on this other property. We were able to get down through here. The big thing is the farmer hasn't worked up the field yet. This one section here he has, but where we came in, we kind of skated around this edge here. So we were able to do it. Here's the problem. This is runoff from the irrigation system, which now it's just full of a bunch of water from the rain or a bunch of UNTV land. And like, oh man, that looks like fun. It ain't really fun, especially if you get stuck down in here, and then you're screwed as far as getting equipment down in here to get us out. So got to kind of figure out what we're going to do. Either we're going to boot and get out of here, come back in a couple of days when it dries out. I've got hip waders in the truck. I can put hip waders on. I've got rubber boots up to my knees, but they're not tall enough. And then basically what we would have to do is just bring the corn down here, park, and then literally carry the corn across, and then carry the corn a couple hundred yards, back to the trap, because the trap is buried back in there. I honestly don't think, as deep as it is, it's going to get pretty deep on the four-wheeler. Give it a couple days, it'll run on out. It won't be so bad, but you kind of hate it. You're 70 miles from the house. It's all about time. It's all about money, and not having to make a run back up here. All that cuts into what kind of money you can put in the bank, because you're just burning it up. And we're already up here, dropped on that solo and doing maintenance. So I got to do some thought processing here. So we'll get back to you. So I went ahead and crossed further up. It's a little bit more shallow. Walked back to the trap, pulled all the batteries out, get them on camera, and kind of seriously debating. I'll go back and get fresh batteries. There's at least about a bag and a half of corn in the feeder, and then kind of figure it out. It's the sun's coming up, so it ain't gonna dry this up anytime quick. But it's really mucky down in there. There's really no place to winch. There's a tree right here, but it wouldn't help us if we tried to go across with a four-wheeler. So we're kind of pretty much our only options are at this point is to go back to the Tacoma, load up the gear that we need, estimate maybe about 3 or 4 bags of corn versus 5. We want to try to keep that weight down, and then grab the batteries, and just, it is what it is. Now, for some of you, it may be hard to believe, but we're just a small family business. And, time is we're running 23 systems in 2 states. I don't necessarily have a bunch of time to come up here in a couple of days and try to redo this. And like, well, it's crazy. Well, I got time right now. And so I'm going to cash in while I can. But anyway, so we're going to give it a try. I like a challenge. And it will be definitely a challenge. And just try to calculate, how much stuff you got to carry in and out. It was 62 degrees this morning, so that was pretty cool, but it's warming up. And we started trapping like this 25 years ago on our property in the swamp, literally carrying 4x8 panels. That was sort of square traps for 4x8, and we broke them into pieces, and you could pin them together. It was portable, and we'd carry them down in the swamp, and corn and feeders. It's kind of it's all I know, and the boys kind of know it too. But anyway, so cross your fingers, we're gonna give it a try. So by doing it in advance with an empty four-wheeler, we kind of knew the route we needed to take. You got a little sticky there a couple times. It's funny, when I was younger, you used to go look for junk like that to do, and now you're older and you're trying to work, you just want to get the hell away from it. So 4 bags of corn, ladder, batteries, trapping bag. Gonna go ahead and work our way across. Got the hip waders on. Use these a lot way back in the day, and anyway, I'm pretty comfortable in them. I've got chest waders. Hopefully I won't need them, but I don't have them with me. But it's mucky. Like when you step down in it, it'll grab your foot. So I'm gonna take the batteries first because they don't weigh much. But once I grab 50 pounds of corn, then that's going to be my 160 plus 50. So I failed college algebra twice, but I think that's 210 pounds. Anyway, so hang on. So I set the camera up just in case some of you think there's a magical genie that's doing this. Ain't no magical genie. Going pretty good. Got 3 bags across. Got the batteries across. We're just using the same route. There is a little bit of a hard pin down in there. Of course, if I busted my butt, it's probably make a good video then. So all we got left now is the ladder and batteries, trapping bag, and the corn's all the way across. And then it's probably about 200 yards back to the trap, give or take. But it's slick. All right, hang on. I'm gonna take off this sweatshirt. It's getting hot. Okay, so we got the first bag carried in. Basically, we're coming. It is about 200 yards that way. And the way you got to do it is just carry a bag and then you work on something else. Take a little break, give your arms a break. I don't put them up on my shoulders. I've had my neck fused and it don't like 50 pounds hanging off that side. And my wife and her business will tell you that's just really not a good idea anyway, even if your neck wasn't fused. I'll buzz you around. 1200 Jagger Pro. It's the newer gate. Ice camera, live video, booster, pretty much a duplicate of what we just came from where we took out that solo. So hang on. So we have a crop field over here. Actually, there's corn in that field. That's not ours, not our property owner. This whole bottom down here is his. Really, the stripe's done really, really well for us. Logistically, it is it's a pain. Booster antenna, if I can think. Ammo can, flex conduit, squirrels. Pretty much the gate's the same way as the other gate, same design, same everything. And then, like I said, 12-pounder Jagger Pro, 3-leg on-time feeder. So we got our batteries back in here. I carried the trucker bag as a backpack, that's why we like it. And just give myself a little break. So our crop field goes way, 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 way down that way. Huge, huge. I think that's a 200-acre field. And then, you know, we're coming this way. Normally we'd bring the four-wheeler right in here. So, it's a pretty day here in South Georgia. And, I mean, it could be snowing and I could be sitting in a cubicle wasting my brain away. So I'd rather be using my muscles and keeping me back in the game. So, hang on. All right. So we got all 4 bags in there. Actually had a little extra we could throw on the ground there. Probably about 3.5. After a while, you can slap the side of them barrels to kind of know how full they are. This stuff right here, which is soured corn, is the nectar of hogs, but not the nectar of gods. You'll see on our ladder here, I had one of our customers question one day why I had little booties on our ladder. It gets down in that soured corn, and you put it in the back of that truck, South Georgia, 100 degrees, good Lord. It ain't good. And it's, I mean, everything is just covered in it now, you know, all up and down the steps. So we're actually gonna wash it off in that little runoff there. But pretty much that's it. We just dropped the gate, tested both cameras. We're getting ready to button everything up, and we can carry, this will be our last trip carrying out, so that's kind of cool. It's almost 11:40, so been rolling hard since probably about 4 a.m. I didn't get much sleep last night, and I'm doing a fast, a 16-8 fast, where you fast for 16 hours, then you eat for 8. Just wanting to kind of change things up a little bit, reboot the system. Been doing it for about a month, but on days like today, it's hard. I'm at, I don't know, I think I'm at 15 hours, 16 hours since I've eaten. So you kind of start running out of steam, but it's a lot more mental than anything. So if y'all want to fast, try the 16-8 fast. And don't eat like hell during them 8 hours, because then it ain't worth a damn. So hang on. I think that's going to wrap up the video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. You know, for some of you, it's like extreme measures to get the job done, but we are very selective about who we work for. We turn down a lot of work. We want to work for good people like this man here, 3rd generation farmer. He works with us, we work with him. And, the other thing is for me personally, I knew someone and loved someone that couldn't use their legs no more. And that's kind of hard to sit there and watch that and be a part of that. And I just look down at my legs and I go, they still work. And so I'm going to carry a bag of corn. I'm going to get waders on. Maybe the foiler would have went across it. I don't know. But, then it gets stuck and I got another mess. So I got legs. The good Lord gave me legs. Not to harp, not to preach, to get on a soapbox, but we all know it, man. The work ethic in this country is bad. Nobody wants to do nothing no more. Nobody wants to clean up their junk when they work. And I got two young boys, or we got two young boys, and we're trying to raise them right. And they know about crap like this that I've done since they were little. And I'm just trying to show them that that's how you got to do it. You got to get down and grind it out. And, is it exciting video? I don't know, man. It's just how we do what we do. And we are good at it, but it's hard in these spots like this. And we could set that trap right out here. But there's a 200-acre food source next to the trap. Down here, there ain't a 200-acre food source. It's over this way. And they got to cross this river. So with that being said, we're going to buzz on out of here. I don't think there's anything to show you except me flying across this field. I'm pretty sure I won't get stuck because I made it down in here twice now. And y'all have a great day. Appreciate the support and spread the love, not the hate. And man, we love comments. We love feedback. Again, we're not trying to entertain. Not really. We're just trying to educate and give you some cool footage. And today it felt like I was crossing from Mexico into the U.S., man. So there you go. Don't call ice.